I have these two PS3 controllers that need new left sticks. Both of them do. So we're going to try to knock these out really quick because I got a buttload of other stuff to do. So find my PS3 bucket and find these sticks really quick. We got our big old bag of PS2, PS3 sticks that we're going to be using today for this repair. Hopefully. We know all the other buttons work besides these left sticks. So we're going to take this thing apart really quick and hopefully fix them. So one thing we try to do is get these things just as much life as possible and continue to go and work as long as possible. These things are always, oh, it's one of these. This one's a weird model. There's a bunch of these. Oh, this is the clear one. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take it apart. See, I think this isn't a real PlayStation 3 controller. This one in particular has this weird see-through, and it has these little like tabs instead of this one is built on it. This also says 6-axis. So does this. It doesn't say DualShock 3, but you know, if it works, I guess it works. I'm afraid I'm wasting my time when it comes to third-party stuff, but we're gonna go ahead and take this whole stick off. Hopefully fairly simply and easily do it without too much work. Here's the motherboard. I'm gonna grab my stand and just to double check, it is left stick, right stick when it's facing down, which is this stick right here. Oh no, you're in my way. Of course you guys are in my way. All right, hold on. Grab my solder. I have a feeling if I try to do this similar to the PlayStation 5 that we do stick replacements, we may have an issue where we burned the, who is calling me 1016? Sorry guys, you're gonna have to deal with it. I don't want to burn the board and cause more issues, so I'm hoping we could just solder with most of this solder out and it just comes out. The GameCube controllers, PS2, this is what you want to do instead of putting just direct heat from a solder. You want to solder suck and wick as much as you can. Okay. Continue soldering the stuff out. See if I can get you guys close enough so you can see what I'm doing. So, like I said, I am just solder wicking whole entire thing right here. Trying to get up as much of it as I can. As much as I want to use the rework station or our solder gun. Try to get as much as I can off of it. So, and we're out of solder wick. This stuff is pretty good. We like this size, which is 1.5 millimeter or 1.5 millimeter in length, 1.5 width. It's really small and it tends to solder, keep heat really nicely. Wicks quite a bit. Be cool if we just, you know, the whole thing just pops out as soon as we're done, which is never the case. Go. All right, because I am kind of lazy, I'm going to just use the hot air and hopefully take that out. Quickly without burning and causing any more damage than I need to. So I'm just gonna grab the stick with some pliers. I'm gonna use the heat and just work the heat around and kind of work a little bit back and forth. Just try to get it nice and loose so it kind of just pops out. We don't want to get any popcorning on the motherboard. Hopefully it just comes out easy. Please come out easy. Come on, there it goes. We cleared most of the holes, but we still need to clear a couple more. So I'm going to use our solder sucker, put some more heat on it. That hole needs to be cleared a little bit more. It's cleared. That's almost cleared. Sorry for my head, I'm just trying to see if it's cleared or not. So the holes, you can see the holes, the shining through. I'm gonna make sure that's cleared so when I put the new one in, it just goes in easy. Solder it all on and hopefully be done with it. Easy peasy, that's what we want. Well, I could try it. This is going to be hot. Also, that is the wrong size. Uh-oh. Okay, so we need something that looks like this, which looks pretty close to the GameCube one, but alright, I have to look around and see if we have any of these. So essentially, the sticks we have, these are for PS2s. We thought PS2 and PS3, but this is a different model, of course. So I might just use this. This is another PS3. It's a different model. They kind of like sit on and touch ribbon cables instead of being soldered on, so they're a little bit easier to use. No. That's a problem, so we can't even use that. This one's getting stuck as well. Alright, let me go look around. I think I'm going to have to use this white one. We'll have to bend the legs back. Most of the controllers sticks we have are for PS3, PS4, or PS4 and PS5. So these one came from another controller that we're trying to repair. And most of the control sticks that I have on most of the boards that we have for parts have 4 legs on the potentiometers instead of 3. And this is a 3-legged one, so really not gonna work. Also, I'm gonna try to clear some of these holes a little bit more, so hopefully it'll fit, because it is not fitting. This one in particular. All right. Let's see if we can get it in here and then solder it on. Some of these legs we still gotta bend. Oh no. This stick might be bad. I might have to take this stick. Even this stick's sticking, so I don't, even this one's getting stuck, so I don't know if that's just a byproduct of the assembly's not all the way on. So the way this one works is these legs get bent in here and get held inside this assembly. So you have to bend the legs to take it out, and then this little ribbon cable touches the 3 points. So to take it off, we had to bend them. So before I start forcing anything, I want to make sure all the legs are somewhat straight to go inside the holes, and we don't have any clearance issues. Which sometimes you do. Like, some of these legs in here are not exactly where they need to be. And that's a problem. I need those legs straight as possible to go into the hole so I can solder this back on and see if it even works. What do you know? There's always see if it works. I really don't like see if it works. It's a pet peeve of mine. I'd rather make sure it works, know it works, instead of farting around with it and guessing if something's going to work or not. looks good. That looks good. This leg is definitely just out of it. Oh. There it goes. All right. So we got that stick in there. We're gonna try to get it in there a little bit more so it seats flat and we don't have clearance issues. There we go. Solder back on and test it. All I can do. Hopefully these sticks are compatible with this type of motherboard, you know? Which also makes me think this is a third-party controller. Most of the time, you have somewhat similar designs. And this one is, of course, completely different. Okie dokie. Looks like it's on there. So we've soldered this guy back on. We'll go ahead and clean it up really quick. Put it back in the assembly and retest it. Hopefully it works. I like isopropyl alcohol and getting a towel and trying to absorb as much as we can of this flux. We'll go in a little bit harder with the toothbrush to get some of that. Excess. All right, I'm gonna reassemble it really quick and hopefully it works. Let's see. Pump. This is such a weird assembly. I am not used to this. Okay, that's back together. Put the sticks back on. Hopefully there's no clearance issues. I don't like putting... Oh, man. The worst thing about PS3 controllers is just putting the L and R2 in the right position. Let's grab that silver screw that was on the motherboard. Oh no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a third-party controller. Yeah, that screw does not want to tighten. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Put this weird button thing for the reset button back on. Controller battery holder. Try to put these stupid inserts for the middle back together. There goes the stupid button. Put the back on. Sure those okay. I'm just gonna put 2 screws in it for right now. And then put all the buttons back and hope for the best. Come on. Alright. Luckily, I have a PlayStation 3 right here. Alright. So because I've been working on PS3 controllers, we actually have one right here. So we're just going to pair it really quick to this PlayStation 3 that we've been testing. Oh no. I got no power now. Great. Let's check this one. This one's getting power. But this one that we just worked on, no power. Son of a... Alright. Oh, there it goes. It's getting power now. What happened? Oh. We have a problem with the connector. So let's go. We're in here already. Might as well take it apart and see if it needs to be resoldered on. Maybe one of the joints are loose. This is why we don't put it all back together right away, because there's always something else wrong with it. So take the motherboard out one more time. And take a look at the connector itself. Clean it a bit as well. Okay. I'm gonna do this in this direction really quick. So I'm just cleaning off the port, and I'm going to resolder, flow these connectors and these connectors down here that go through. Just gonna solder them really quick, reflow them, get some new solder on there. Hopefully, it stops the issue of it not connecting properly. Grab some new solder. Reflow these. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but trust me, that's what we're doing. Put it back together. Hopefully enough to test it, and hopefully it continues to charge. Would be great. Okay, there we go. Put it back together. Maybe try to put it back together. I like the try aspect. Oh man. Camera. Just line up. Go together nicely. Like you just were. Happy in your little shell. Okay. Plasticky bits. Plasticky bits. Okay. Alright. Button. Batteries. Battery. Back. Gentle. Don't want the whole thing to fall apart on you. Preferably. Okay, come on, line up. Go back together like you did last time. What is getting in the way? What's causing the issues? There's always got to be an issue. Can't just be easy. What is the clearance issue? Are you happy? Are you inside your hole now? Oh, come on. Just go back together now. No issues. Just line up like you're supposed to. What is going on? Oh, I know what's going on. There's a button out of placement on the main board. When that happens, the whole thing won't shut. So right now these buttons are loose because the whole thing is not seated properly. It's always got to be something. Alright, let's try this again. Come out. Okay, rubber seated in there properly. Lord, back in. Gently, gently. Go back together nicely. buttons out of place, please. What is your malfunction? First off, the ribbon cable is not seated. What is going on? There you go. Those buttons aren't loose. Those buttons aren't loose. Screw. That's going to be an issue. Don't want to screw the cables to whatever that is. Okay, let's try this again. This is the bigger problem of PS3 controllers. It's just getting them seated properly and everything in the right space so the shell can go back together. Same thing with the PS2. That's also one of the major issues. That's why John really doesn't like to mess with them too much, because they're a pain. There you go. That's in there. That's in there. This is some, I swear, some Sony knockoff. I swear this one's a knockoff. Go. This one in. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing, honestly. I'm just trying to put the stupid thing back together without everything falling out of it, and it just seated properly. So this is honest. I think this is a third-party controller. Why are we fixing it? Why not? I think we can. I question why I'm doing all this work for this controller, but hey. Alright, next, I'll try to just seat this thing together. So it properly seats. We gotta get these little clips in there properly, lined up, so it all works. It goes back together nicely, like that. Yay! Alright, let's put some screws in it and test it one more time. Put enough screws in it to hold it. That's all I need. Hold it together. Okay. Please charge. Hey, look at it, it's charging. When I wiggle it, it doesn't turn off. That's great. Okay. And it just died on me. So this cable. Uh-oh. Oh no. Now the random button. Now the up is stuck. No, it's not. This one has a new world. I was playing on it for a bit, so we're going to spawn into the world. Let's see if that up button is going to fix itself. Nope. Oh, I don't know if it's the button or the stick. What a waste of my time. Alright, well, that was fun. I'm going to do this one now. Sometimes you just don't have the luxury to continue to mess around with stuff. Sometimes you just gotta get in it. You know, you gotta sacrifice it, move on, and go on to the next thing. Because sometimes you just don't have enough time to do what you want to do. And we don't have the luxury to sit here and try to fix every single thing that comes through here. So this is the stick we need to replace, hopefully. And honestly, I didn't like that motherboard to begin with. That motherboard just didn't seem right. And I fixed a lot of PS3 controllers. That one in particular just didn't seem right. So hopefully this one is not similar to the other one. It could be legit. You know, it is see-through, which is weird. The motherboards just don't scream quality like usually they do. They also have a clip down here. Sometimes is a pain to get to. There we go. This is more like it. All right. Yep, this also has the 4 connectors, which is normal for this. A black screw. Let's do a silver one. This feels more like the PS3 controller I know. Actually, it's very similar to the other one. This one actually has a connector on the ribbon cable. Oh no, that ribbon cable looks nasty. Oh, must be just dirty. Alright, so it's this stick right here we need to replace. And I'm going to have to steal it from something else because I don't think I have the stick replacements for these. Okay, so this is the one we need to replace. I'm going to try to just wick it up first because these posts are tiny compared to the other one. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. So this right here is what we're working on, and I need this one right here to be replaced. So much work. All right, there you go. All right, so So we're going to work on this one right here. We're going to try to just solder wick it all out. It'd be the best scenario for us. And I need more solder wick because the stuff we were using is gone. This stuff's a little bit thicker. This one is 3 millimeters instead of 1.5. Hopefully it's gonna work for what we need. Turn on my fan. Yeah, this isn't really gonna work. All right, next plan. Come on. Come on out. There it goes. Okay. Let it cool down a bit. Then we'll clean it up, and we're gonna have to steal a stick from another board. Another one right here that we'll try to take just because I can't. See? Now, see, this is 3. This is supposed to be 4. This is 4. It's another motherboard we have for parts. I might just try to take off the stick on this. I'll let this one cool. Usually I just have extra sticks lying around, so we could just do this really quick, pop them off, pop them on, and then we don't have to worry about it. But apparently I don't have PS3 sticks. Turn up the heat. Get this guy out as fast as possible. Ow, it's hot. Oh, that looks delicious. Ah, it melted the whole thing. Yeah. Alright. That's not gonna work. Alright, new plan. Alright, I have one more here. I'm just gonna, I guess, try to take it slow while taking it out. Because the heat method isn't gonna work. It melts the bottom of the control sticks, of course. So, I mean, those potentiometers are still probably good. Which we may just keep the potentiometers. So, we might be able to use those later. Okay. Slow method, just try to solder wick it all out and see if we can get it out of here little by little. Oh, these ones are bent. Cool, it's gonna be fun. jeez. I gotta bend these legs back up so I can do something with them. Jeez. Why can't it just be easy? Why can't we just have these sticks in stock? Why does it have to be difficult? Come on. Hold on there. Come on. Put a lot of pressure on this thing to try to get these legs up. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm just heating up the pad, so maybe it's a little bit easier to lift up on the leg. Try to just get it up in the air just enough so I can grab the big pliers and straighten them up. Enough, hopefully, to get them out without damaging the freaking stick, huh? That'd be great. Can we do that? Huh? Don't you wanna go to your new home? This thing's screwing up my tweezers. Get it. Come on, get up. Piece of... a little more solder off there. Wow, that stick leg is just... it's on there, man. I think I got it, though. Alright. All those are up. Whew. Let's try to take this thing out without damaging it. I can take the potentiometers off and pop them off. get them out of there before I try to remove the sticks, the whole stick assembly, which I'm probably going to try to do right now. It'd be safer to do that than it is to... Screwed up my tweezers though. See if we pop these guys off really quick instead of trying to get the whole thing off. All right, just pop off the potentiometers from the assembly and just heat them up to try to get the legs out one by one, a little bit by a little bit. Come on. Don't want to damage you more than I need to. Oh, that one's pretty much out. These last two are just hanging in there. This is going great. Don't do this, kids. What is going on? Oh, is it bent? Oh, of course it's bent. Why wouldn't this be bent? Why would it be straight, huh? So everything on this board have to be bent. Who bends these? Crazy people. Come on. I might just screw this one up anyways. Come on. Just release. Jesus, man. All right. Well, that was fun. Stupid leg. Where'd it go? Just had it. There's a little insert that goes inside the potentiometer, and I can't find where it went. I thought I put it right here. Did it fly off when I was messing around with everything on the floor? Cool. Just keep going. It's magnetized, so maybe it's stuck in something metal. It's a magnet. Great. Almost everything over here. it is. Stick it right there. Don't want to lose it. Let's try to take this one out. Hopefully this one comes out a lot easier than the other one did. There we go. We're almost out. No legs were bent in the process. It wasn't a pain. It just kind of pops out. There we go. There it goes. There we go. That was a lot easier. Alright, next, the whole assembly, which are... We got a few points. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the little button. So... what I'm going to try to do is get these tweezers underneath this assembly. So I can kind of give it, hopefully pry it a bit while I'm holding on to the legs and try to pry it off the main board without damaging it too much. That's the goal. Some more flux on this. Try to solder wick it a little bit more. Good try. Okay. No good, really good place to put these tweezers. Just try to straighten them back up. It's funny. At this point, might as well just cut the whole thing out. Motherboard around it's starting to just come apart. That saved me some time. Might as well. There you go. It's not like this motherboard's going to be used for anything else. I mean, it could. I actually don't remember what is wrong with it, but at this point, it is now for parts. At this point, this section of this motherboard's pretty much out. I don't care about the traces on this motherboard at all. I do care about the legs, but I don't care about the traces. So all four of those legs are pretty much out. The only ones we got left are the four tiny ones for the button. Unfortunately, I see one of them bent. You don't want bent ones. Can I just come off. Oh. This was my worry. Sorry, we just got a delivery in the mail. I honestly don't know what it is. Oh, these are all our Xbox Series and HDMI. So these are they're all the same. They're slightly different, but those are HDMIs for our Xbox Series repairs. Now I wish it was for PS3 sticks. That'd be great. Alright, back to what I was doing without hopefully damaging this whole entire thing, which would have been another waste of my time. Sometimes I break eggs to try to get it to work and to learn about it. Okay. Come on. Come on. At this point, this whole thing's pretty much off. There's that. I just got this button that just won't come off. It'll build it stronger, better. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's kind of cool. There we go. Pop. Yay. Buttons out. Alright. So, the motherboard's toasted. Let's grab our new motherboard right here. Put the button. Might as well put the button in. I could put a new button if they are the same or similar to. I really should check to see if I didn't damage this button before I put it in here. Okay. And realistically, I don't need this plastic bit. Put the legs back in. Get them all lined up. Just gotta clean this leg off really quick. Brush, clean everything off. It's all lined up. Line this leg up a bit better. Come on. Come on, you stupid leg. So you can just solder wick some of this solder off the legs so they fit a little bit better. Hopefully. Okay, if it fits. Line it up. Come on, you're still giving me trouble. Do you want to go in your new home? There we go. Hey-oh. All the legs. The button still presses. Huh. That's interesting. I'll just slide this plastic back on. It's a spacer for that actual button. There you go. It's an actual spacer because the button actually doesn't sit all the way on the plastic. There you go. All right. And we'll solder this on really quick. Pray to the God, the repair gods. Honestly, this is pretty dirty. This is some really bad repair work, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to repair things. Sometimes what I gotta do is learn. I'm really good at breaking stuff to learn how to repair it. So I learned how to fix everything else. And at least this one's not melted. Alright. We're going to put these guys back on. So they go like this. We want to go the black facing out. And then we'll slide these ones back in. Some of those holes need to be cleared. There we go. The other one looks good. Line up all the legs. Clip. Cool. Let's do it to the other one. Line up all the legs. Clip. All right, solder them on. Ooh, not really happy with the way those legs are sitting in there, but we're gonna try to straighten them out a bit. There we go. It's because I didn't have too much legs to solder in. Now I do. They're a little too bent. Probably from the tugging and pulling and breaking. Plop, plop, plop. Clean, clean, clean. And see how our solder work's done. This was a pain, honestly. Would I recommend doing this again? Probably not. I would recommend ordering new sticks. Clean up some of this dried flux. So we did a thing, huh? I think we broke it more than it was broken before, or did we fix it? Let's pull it back together and find out. Alright. Put the motherboard back in. I do like this connection better than I like the old connection. Okay. Honestly, this thing's disgusting on the inside, so we'll probably clean it off, but I just need to double check to see if it works. And if it does, perfect. We fixed a thing. If it doesn't, then go from there. I don't want to spend too much more time on it than I have to. Which I already spent quite a bit on it anyways. Make sure this plastic bit's lined up. It has some holes that it sits in, so it lines up. With the motherboard a little bit better. Slide, slide. Tiny black screw. All right. Battery holders. Battery. Well, I don't have to put the back on it to test it. But we can put the L and R ones in there. And we can plug it in. So let's go ahead and try. All right. Here we go again. I'm not going to even put the back on. I'm just going to hold the battery in place with my fingers. Grab the cable, plug it in. That still has power. Well, that's good. hear it. There it goes. This stick is... Oh no, it's up, down, and down, up? Huh? Oh, I died. Oh no. Down is up and up is down. Okay. I don't know how that is possible. Unless, again, it's a different in stick, dude. That's how these things work. So it's technically working. That's so weird. Oh, great. This thing is sticky. I should put the wrong stick on it for sure. This stick is sticky as all get up. Oh man, up is down and down's up. Controls? I mean, I can always just... Oh, no. Controls? Southpaw. What? It works. Dang. I guess that's just the way this stick in particular is designed. That's funny. But it doesn't drift anymore. Dang.
I like your Charmander.
My big fluffy Charmander?
Yeah. Good one?
Yeah, I just picked it up today. Well, I fixed the thing.
What the?
The PS3 controller. I hate these, by the way.
Oh, did you test the two we got in?
We have no. Yeah, those are good.
Sweet.
I got picked up that PS3 right there that needs to be cleaned. Those two controllers are good to go. They need to be cleaned. John's here. So I replaced this board with a stick that I thought I could just replace. Unfortunately, I guess I can maybe move these potentiometers over here. Maybe that will fix it. This stick's potentiometers up is down and down is up. Or forward is back and back is forward on the green ones. On the silver one, it's not. So I'm going to try to change the potentiometers and see if that works. I couldn't, I melted the bottom of these trying to do what we normally would do.
Yeah.
And they melted right through, so I can't even reuse them. But maybe we could reuse the potentiometers. Or maybe I have the magnet thingies in backwards? Probably not.
Interesting.
Yeah, welcome to PS3 hell. Maybe if I just swap, maybe if I just flip the magnets? We're all learning together, guys. PS3 or... I think they're becoming my most hated controller.
Your most hated?
My most hated controller. To work on. I'll have to get a little bit more time on PS2. Oh no, do these only go in one way? Uh-oh. These might only go in one way. Alright. Well, I'm going to take this potentiometer off that's going... Is left right and right left? I didn't see that. Did you guys? I didn't see it. Let's see if I can plug it in really quick and just make sure. It's just up and down. That's kind of weird. This repair video is great. Hope you guys like it. Plug this in and double check if left is right and right is left. I think I could just short this. There it goes. I'll press it again. Left is right and right is left. That's so weird. Okay.
I'll send you an extra buck or two for shipping supplies with the label if that works.
We didn't put this in there? I just need the power to test the sticks. I don't need anything else. Oh shoot, I do. Unless I can pair just the stick presses, that'd be great. Nope, alright. Plug in the ribbon cable. I really wanted to get this done before you came in, as always.
Well, PS3 sometimes it's kind of hard. They're kind of stuff.
They're the worst controllers we ever have to work on?
Yeah.
Because they're all different?
Yeah.
Every single one of them? Alright, let's go ahead and can I just press start.
Is that your first time doing a PS3 stick, or is that just on the back controller?
Up is down and down is up. Left is right and right is left. And why is it opposite? Alright, let's go ahead and see if I can flip the magnet around. I thought it wouldn't fit, but maybe it could. I don't know. Is it the first time I've done a stick replacement on a PS3 controller? Maybe? That just tells you how often we actually do. Because I don't think I even have any in the shop for spare parts. By the way. I don't think I have any spare parts for them. Alright, I flipped the magnet around. This thing was paired. I wonder if I can just... Let's put the ribbon cable back in.
You know, you've kind of changed, like, my whole shipping method.
Because it works, John.
Yeah.
And it's good. And it's cheap. It's not super expensive. The worst thing you have to pay for is the black bag. Which keeps it from getting wet in the rain. It's realistically.
Is that really the most expensive part?
Yeah, everything else is free. Alright, let's try it. Let's plug it in. Let's go ahead and pair it. There we go. Down is up, up is down. Oh, well, I learned a thing.
Uh-oh.
That's cool.
Good thing, bad thing.
There you go. Alright, let's put it back together. After I clean this. This is disgusting. Vertical aspect to it. So these sticks, these potentiometers do work. You just got to make sure the magnets are facing the right direction, which they weren't, which is weird. I guess the polarity is opposite, so therefore the other thing's opposite, the actual controller. Okay, so that's working. We'll go ahead and put it all back together after I'm done cleaning it and fully testing it, but so far, I'm happy. Alright, we're almost done putting this back together. This was, it wasn't too bad. It was better than the other stupid controller. Yeah, I think that clear black one is a third-party controller. Just because the way it's designed.
Wait, you think what?
Do you remember that see-through black controller? One that we weren't sure was third-party. The see-through one.
Oh, yeah.
I ended up trying to work on it, and it didn't work out. But
No, you are.
I don't like it. This is what I'm used to for PS3. But I don't know. It could be legit. I don't. I like this one better. How's that sound? This one's superior in plasticness. That's a word.
I like the red on this PS3 controller. It's like kind of burgundy, but like also not quiet.
Where'd you go? Uh-oh. Great. Oh no, we're good. One of these is this one. Out of PS3 controllers, I think this one's my so far favorite, just because the ribbon cable is actually really nice. Alright. Controller, go back together. Oh, this has those stupid plastic thingies as well. I didn't wash these. Come on.
We should talk.
Why did they design these? Because people are complaining? Yeah, well, I'll complain about it some more. Stupid plasticky things. It's like a really shitty jigsaw puzzle. It's a Chinese knockoff freaking jigsaw puzzle. That's what it feels like. This is why we hate these controllers. Controllers on right now.
PS2.
All right, there you go. There you go. Oh. Put these screws back in. 1, 2. Dang, dude, that took forever. Fiddling. I don't like fiddling with controllers. This thing's gonna be worth like $1,000 because how much work I put into it. I miss rando button presses now.
Fair enough.
Still needs to be cleaned a little bit more, but it's better looking.
Wiimotes, I think, are my least favorite controller to clean.
Really?
Yeah. Just because, like, the crevices, realistically. Like, under the battery cover and then on the sides.
They're not that horrible. But these things are just designed for not repairability.
Those things were designed before repairability was.
Alright. Okay, I'm still connected to Minecraft, so. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay, good. It's still on Southpaw. I was like, oh no. Alright, there you go. Up is down, down is up. No more stick drift. All the buttons are still being pressed. I don't know. Let me get a vine. Get something. Give me a brick. Bloop. Yay. Triangle. Pad. Stick is working. Alright, there you go. We fixed it. At least that's 1 of 2. There you go. I'm done. PS3's controllers suck.